process, what do you think is a good framework, or what do you recommend? I know you mentioned last time that you had like the NIST and the CIS. Can you explain a little bit more of that, and why? What would you choose those, or you have any other ones that you think you recommend?
Yeah, so choosing a framework for your organization, it has to align to your business goals and to your industry as well. NIST is well known to is a well-known organization that they published multiple frameworks, and those frameworks are suitable to different organizations, either by the industry or by the size of the organization, and whether you have to abide to any kind of regulation out there. But NIST Cybersecurity Framework 2.0 is a great example of a somewhat agnostic framework that could be used by the majority of the organizations out there. Although they have a lot of controls, and there are a total of 106 controls divided into 22 families, and those 22 families are divided into 6 security functions. And those security functions on the cybersecurity framework are govern, which is the newest one that was added
Okay,
on the
okay,
2.0 version. Before
yeah, I
that,
seen
on the
that.
1.0 version, there was no govern function. And
Hmm.
then you have the identify, detect, protect, respond, and recover. So that approach is a layered approach, which when I was building the cybersecurity division, we did the same approach, which is the defense in depth approach. That
Okay,
approach
okay,
is you add layers of security, so you lower your risk of being um, attacked by a malicious actor, and helps you and gives you time to either detect, protect, respond to any kind of a security incident that might be happening or might happen within your organization. So that's the NIST Cybersecurity Framework 2.0. There is also the CIS controls
okay,
that are that was released by the Center of Internet Security. On that, there are a total of 18 controls. And if you are a government organization, you have free access to those resources. If you're on the private organization, you have to pay a membership fee, but I can assure you that those controls, the resources that they have for you to implement within your environment, are pretty good. And
okay.
I would highly recommend using CIS controls as well. So a combination of those two are would be a best for the majority of the organizations out there. Of course, if you work for the federal government or DoD, you would have to abide to the CMMC, which is based
Okay,
out of
okay.
the NIST 800-171 Revision 2 framework. If you're a highly secret organization that provides services to the federal government, maybe you have to abide to a different framework, which would be like the NIST 853 Revision 5. And other than that, besides the frameworks, you have regulations, right? Such as HIPAA or PCI, ISO, the series of ISO 27000. Um, and those are the main ones that are out there as well.
Okay, okay. So your recommendation is at least to have two frameworks, or not just depend on one, have multiple ones, or something that you
Well,
can work with.
yeah, start with one maybe,
Uh-huh.
and then if you see that if there are any gaps with that one that you want to implement within your organization, you might use a combination of two. But either NIST, Cybersecurity Framework 2.0, or CIS would be like it would give you a very strong foundation to implement cybersecurity controls and create a cybersecurity program within the organization that we work for or for your clients.
That's good to know. I didn't think about that. I know there's places that only depend on one, but this is interesting to having two of them. Is at least there's it kind of patches the holes, right?
Yeah, yeah. There's
That's
no
cool. That's
silver
cool.
bullet out there.
Yeah, that is true. There's nothing. Nothing's perfect, man. There's always something. I like that. So I know we're going for the third question. So what is your recommendation right now? So do you think GRC would